What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel, Retro Madness, and this is this month's play log. I like to do a month to month, the games that I played. Fortunately, have not been doing it month to month. The goal was to do one game every week, 4 games a month, but life. What can you do? But here are the games that I played, games I enjoyed, and some recommendations. First game, co-op game, great game, WarioWare. The one that I played originally was the one on the Nintendo DS. I love that game though. I didn't really play a ton of it like co-op or anything, but it was just like, you just do the challenges with the stylus and stuff like that. And you just, it was a ton of fun. I remember just being obsessed with that game. I just didn't know how it was going to translate on the Switch, and it translates very well. It's actually really fun. I'm curious about the Wii U, the WarioWare in that game. It's a separate game. I don't think I have that game. I gotta get it. It was good. It was a ton of fun. We played this co-op. We beat the game co-op, and then once you complete the game, actually you can unlock up to, I think it was 4 and up players. So the 4-player modes, man, are a ton of fun, dude. It's actually a ton of fun, man. So it's just with the Nintendo DS was more like the stylus, and I guess with the Wii U is probably something like that. It doesn't really have that gimmick anymore, but they still translate very well with the Switch controls. It's more of a platformer now with a bunch of like fun little gimmicks. If you have somebody to play this with, I think this is much more better intended co-op. I think it's so much more fun. If you want to play a solo WarioWare game, then probably the older ones are probably a better choice, in my opinion. Either way, a family game, a co-op game, definitely try WarioWare. Do not skip this. A lot of people just keep going to like the Mario parties, man. I think you'll have a lot more fun with this, man. You'll be surprised. So, ton of fun. Definitely recommend. All right, the next game I played, and I don't know where that game is, dude. For the life of me, I can't find it. I think my son grabbed it, and I don't know where he put it. But I did complete through Final Fantasy 16, man, and I had an absolute amazing time with that game. I will, arguably now, I don't even say, I think definitively for me, it is my absolute favorite Final Fantasy game. I loved it that much, dude. I wasn't the craziest fan of Final Fantasy. I didn't play a ton. I like Final Fantasy 8 was something I loved. Final Fantasy 10 definitely loved. But everything other around Final Fantasy, I was just kind of lukewarm about it. It was always Final Fantasy 10 for me. But now it's just, I really love 16. 15, I just couldn't get into. I remember being around it. Was it 15? Yeah, my little brother was kind of into that game, but I really wasn't. Maybe I'll try it. I heard the Royal Edition's a little bit better, but with that said, I didn't see no reviews. I didn't know anything. I sort of just stumbled on Final Fantasy 16, mostly because it went on sale for a good price, and I had some store credit. I was like, you know what? It's a new game, and it just came out. I'm gonna play it, enjoy it. So when I finished the game, dude, I put in probably close to, I think it was like 55 plus hours, and I didn't do no side missions. That's just story, man. And I was so deeply invested in that game. I loved it. I personally loved it. Well, I'm starting to just get to a point where, some of the best gaming you can do is just do it blindly. Because the minute you watch reviews, you start having the other person's opinion. Because everyone's opinion, from what I can see, mostly people are just dogging the game, and I think that's false. The game was amazing. It really feels like I don't know, Godzilla meets like a Capcom game, dude. It really was a ton of fun, and I would say one of the boss fights, it's probably one of the best boss fights I can think of in recent history. I can't think of anything close. It's that good, man. So I think people are really just all over the place with Final Fantasy. They just want to hate for the sake of hating this game, probably because Square Enix is now showing where they're just more going towards like action RPG. Fine, I mean, they're doing their thing, but I thought it was phenomenal. It truly felt like a PlayStation 5 game. It's a game that you could tell would not work on the PS4 without some major like sacrifices, but I thought it was phenomenal. If you have access to that game, or if you want to put your money towards a new game, I would actually recommend to pay even up to the full price. Usually I would wait, still wait, come on, we want to get the best deal we can. But Final Fantasy 16, definitely worth it. You'll have a great time. Only thing I will say, skip the side missions, man. It's pointless. The game's long enough, and you'll be fully invested into the story. It reminds me a little bit more like Game of Thrones, kind of, the story-wise, even though I haven't watched a ton of it. But I liked it, and I like the direction this is going. Maybe it could be that I just didn't like Final Fantasy 15 so much that I'm just glad that this game was really good. So I like the direction this is going. I loved visual. I think every character, the music was absolutely stunning. So I highly recommend that game. I think what Square Enix did with that game, it's the proper choice they made. So Final Fantasy 16 is my second game. Third game I beat was, finally, I started this game a while ago. I just been on and off with it. Was Strangers of Paradise, Final Fantasy. Sticking with Final Fantasy. I guess I learned as I was playing this. I guess it's kind of a prequel to Final Fantasy 1, but or like loosely. I didn't quite understand that, but other than that, I thought it was okay. I kept playing it, then kind of stopped playing, and then kind of playing it, kind of stopped playing it. I wasn't really like, it wasn't keeping my interest like full blown from beginning to end. The game's relatively short. It's not a long game. It was a good game. I liked it. The ending was kind of like all over the place. The story's a little bit, I was a little bit cheesy, but it kind of works. But you really play this for the gameplay, and I thought the gameplay was fine though. This game right now is like, you can get it for like 10 to 50 bucks physical right now. So for that price, you could beat this game under 20 hours. I think I locked in about 20 some hours, and that was with my PS5 still on, on and off. But in a good playthrough, you can beat this game pretty quickly. So they got a lot of like, it's actually my first time playing, because these guys, Team Ninja's made a bunch of different other games, and this is their style of game. So I should probably look into more of the Team Ninja games. I'm sure I have more games from Team Ninja, but I've enjoyed it. Obviously, it was enough for me to complete the game, so their gameplay is fun to me. So I'll probably check out more of the games that they've tried out. So there you go, 2 Final Fantasy games I completed. Well, if this is considered a Final Fantasy game. All right, next game. I didn't quite finish this game, but I got so far into it. I think I did enough to where I was content with what I played. So that was Need for Speed Unbound. I first initially just sort of booted it up just to see what it's all about. My son's into like cars and racing and stuff like that, so I really just started up just to play around on the screen with him around me, and I kind of got hooked actually. I'm kind of surprised by it. Truth be told, I liked it. I don't think I loved it, but I liked it. I definitely liked it, and I thought it was a good game. It feels like a mixture of Need for Speed Heat and Need for Speed Underground. And it's that feel of Underground for me that I liked. Because I loved Need for Speed Underground, especially growing up, dude. I loved it. It's more of a cheesier version of what I remember at least. But I think it's okay if you just, I don't know, it's a good time, shut your brain off and play. The story's decent. Actually, I thought it was fun. I thought it was a fun story, honestly. But it can be a little bit corny. It's definitely a new generation of, I guess, whatever they're trying to accomplish in terms of like street, I guess. But it's cool. I think it is worth it. It's just not worth it for what the retail price is. I think I ended up picking this up for like, I can't remember, 10, 15, 20 bucks. At that price point, it's definitely worth the playthrough. And it's fun. It is genuinely fun. So I liked it. I think the cop chases and stuff like that, I think a lot of that was from Need for Speed Heat also. Honestly, I found that kind of annoying, but it was good. It's a good game. Last but not least, probably one I really love this game though. Well, I've already beat this game, but the DLC to this, which was Ada's playthrough of the events that happened in the first game and in the game in general, right? Separate ways. And it was fun. It was good. It kept my attention throughout the whole thing. It was nice to see her point of view, and more importantly, Wesker's. Like, for me, this is entirely new. Resident Evil 4, I've never played the original, so I don't even know if they even did like Separate Ways originally. Did they do the DLC for that back then? I have no idea. But I liked it. I thought it was fun. I still found Ada to be a bit like, I don't know, her voice acting just seems so dull. Then some moments she feels good, but that's just me. I don't know. But it did throw me off a little bit. But Ada's kind of a badass though. In the DLC, they have like a little gimmick of her where she uses like a grappling hook, and it's pretty sick actually. So I like it. I'm playing through Resident Evil 5. It's just my partner that's playing it with me. She's just not there with me. I want to finish the damn game, but we haven't gotten to it. So we're about, I don't want to say I'm halfway through Resident Evil 5, but I'm pretty far. So now that Resident Evil 4 is done, I'm going to really, just get down and force her if I have to. We're going to finish Resident Evil 5, man, because I really, really want to finish that so I can start Resident Evil 6. Even though I don't know too much about Resident Evil 6, I did see the cover and it seems like Leon and Ada is back on Resident Evil 6. So Resident Evil 5 is actually a ton of fun, man. We've played co-op, so I just need to get the other person to finish it. So but yeah, these are the games I played. Thoroughly enjoy it. Highly recommend it. Probably out of all that, dude, definitely recommend Final Fantasy 16, dude. And you know, be careful of those reviews. Honestly, if it's somebody that you respect and you care for their opinion and you want to know their opinion, by all means, I get it, right? And reviews in general, there's a purpose for it. Look at what happened with Cyberpunk, right? Like it just flopped so bad. So I mean, I get it, it's there, but don't blindly just look at every single review from just random people all the time, because I don't know, from what I'm gathering, people seem very lukewarm and very up, like in the middle when it came to Final Fantasy 16. And I, in my recent memory, I think it's one of the best games I played recently, so I loved it. But yeah, let me know what games you guys are playing, man, and well, maybe some games you guys have recommendations and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, y'all. Be sure to subscribe, leave a like, and yeah, thanks for watching. Later.